Hey, today we're going to talk about installment loans. We're going to focus on car loans, but we're going to incorporate some others such as boat loans and I don't know, maybe a motorcycle. So, according to NerdWallet and a lot of smart people out there that tell you how to handle your money, they recommend that your take home pay be put into three categories. Your needs, which should be 50% of your take home, that includes transportation and your housing. Your wants and your savings are the other two categories. Within the needs, so you need to have some kind of transportation to get back and forth to work. It is smart to spend less than 10% of your take home on your car payment. So if you bring home $2,000 a month, how much should your car payment be at the most? So 10% of your take home. Of is a word that means multiply. So if I take $2,000 times 10%, which is 0.1 as a decimal, that means you shouldn't spend any more than 200 on a car payment. If you bring home 3,000 a month, 3,000 times 0.1, you shouldn't spend any more than $300 a month on your car payment. Today we're going to do it, we're going to use our calculator and use this payment formula in a few days. You could also run this through Google. Google Sheets has a fantastic suite of products that you can calculate payments, present values, future values, all kinds of stuff. So for the payment formula, P is going to be your principal. R is going to be your rate. We're definitely going to turn it into a decimal. We've done N before. It's the number of times something compounds. And so for this, it's always going to be 12 because we're going to make a payment every month. And T is going to be your time in years. So I'm going to borrow $20,000. So that's your principal. For 5 years, that's your T. At a rate of 6.5%. So when I move the decimal 2 to the left, that is 0.065. And N is going to be 12. So I have my payment formula right here. In place of P, you're going to substitute in $20,000. R is 0.065 divided by 12. In the denominator, you go 1 minus, parenthesis, 1 plus. You're going to do R over N again, 0.065 divided by 12, to the negative N, which is 12, times T, which is 5. I would go ahead and multiply that and know that that is negative 60. That is going to be your exponent before you put it in the calculator. Most calculators can only handle the numerator and then the denominator, and that's what we're going to do. So in the numerator, go 20,000 times 0.065 divided by 12, and I get 108.3333. So if you have a repeating decimal, we're going to round it to 4 decimal places. In the denominator, when you enter that in your calculator, I got 0.2768. So also rounded that to 2 decimal places. When I did top divided by bottom, my monthly payment is about $391.38. Determine the total cost of borrowing $20,000. All right, so I'm going to go back to this. When you make a monthly payment, it is split. Part of it goes to your principal, and part of it goes to pay your interest. So I'm going to pay back $391 $38 every single month for 5 years. So when I multiply this together, I get $23,482.80. This is the total cost of borrowing. So they gave me $20,000, I gave them back $23,000. This is also part principal and part interest. It says, how much was your total interest that you paid? Well, so if your total consists of principal and interest, and you just want to find the interest, you're basically just doing algebra with words. So if you take the total minus your principal, that tells you how much interest that you've paid. So my total is $23,482.80. Subtract off your $20,000, that's your principal, and I get $3,482.80 in interest, because that right there is my principal. When you flip the page, you're going to see number 3, students try. And you're going to do that one on your own. You're going to come back and you're going to check your answer. The interest breakdown, we're going to give minimal attention. You can check the notes for that one. I would like to go to the next page on loan comparison. So I'm going to borrow $18,000 for a car. Bank A offers you 7.5%. That gives you a payment of $559.91 for 3 years. Bank B, the rate is a little bit higher. This payment is lower because you're stretching it out over a longer period of time. What is the total amount repaid for each bank? All right, so for Bank A, the total that you pay back, so I'm going to pay $559.91 every single month for 3 years. So when I multiply those 3 numbers, I will have paid back $20,156.76. At B, I'm going to pay back $369.30 every month for 5 years. And so when I multiply that together, I get $22,158. So once again, they gave me $18,000. Bank A, I will have given them back $20,000. Bank B gives me $18,000. I'll have given them back $22,000. How much interest is paid for each? So you have to remember, to find the interest, you take the total minus your principal. So at Bank A, it's $20,156.76 minus $18,000 means that I paid $2,156.76 in interest. At Bank B, take your $22,158, subtract off $18,000, and the $4,158 number, that is the amount of interest that you paid. Go try number 5 and then check the notes and see how you did.